Good morning, critters. Good morning, Aussie. How is everyone doing? Nice, crisp fall morning. Nice day out. Oh no, not feeling well. Got a case of the sniffles, or hopefully not worse. Hope it's just a passing thing. You got that whole body ache, or is it just a little sinus issue? I hate it when I wake up and can't breathe or realize I've been snoring my head off all night. No, the flu is never good with asthma. I've had asthma my whole life, and it is not fun at all. I remember as a kid, I would have to sleep sitting up some nights because I couldn't lie down. It was impossible to breathe lying down with asthma going on, and we didn't have money back then for inhalers. I remember when Primatene Mist came out, when we found out about that, and that was a godsend. It burned my throat like crazy, but it was a godsend. And finally, though, I think I've got it somewhat managed later in life. My daughter Mouse there, she's got asthma as well, and it really hits her bad. $201 puffs in the puffer and 68, and only got it today. Yeah, I swear that counter on those things, they don't work. It's not like before they had the counter on, where it was just the tube, the pressurized capsule, and you would shake it and spray it, and it would aerosol in. Those things lasted forever. Now, I'm telling you, my daughter would go through, but then again, she also took it like candy. No matter how much I tried to explain to her, she did not understand that you take it sparingly or you're going to grow dependent on it. But yeah, she goes through quite a few of them, to the point where I had to buy more Primatene Mist because I couldn't keep getting the prescription one because she'd use it too quickly. And we have a nebulizer with the albuterol ampules that you put in, and that aerosols it, and she would still use a ton of them. Yeah. I don't, a lot of people don't care for home remedies, but I can tell you from experience, coffee helps with no cream, just black coffee, because the heat and the caffeine, the heat opens up the mucus, and the caffeine helps keep you going. Hot tea, ginger tea, works really well. And then there's Breathe Easy tea as well. Got some of that. Just be careful, read the label, make sure you're not allergic to anything, because sometimes in teas they can put some stuff in that you might not be too compatible with. Like my wife doesn't do well with chamomile, so. Ice cream was good. Today everything I eat was not sitting, but ice cream was good. Yeah. Oh, I've got my coffee here. I've got my water. I got my little puppies. They're around me. Today we're, I should get my second network attached storage unit. I've got a 4-bay unit from Buffalo right now, and I've got 4 12 terabyte drives in it to house all of my media, my movies, television shows, music videos, internet videos, anything I find interesting, I keep it in there and come to the point where I need another one. I mean, who'd have thought you'd fill up 24 terabytes of space with movies and television shows? And I get them at like 720p for television shows and 1080 for movies. So I watch all Tobey Spider-Man movies now, and I'm on Android. Yes. Yeah, I really am sad they didn't make a third Andrew movie, but I hear it might still happen. I count the collab as the third one. So yeah, I love the Spider-Man movies. I was thinking of doing the Spider-Verse. And well, actually, have you ever played Shattered Dimensions? Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. That's an excellent Spider-Man game, PC Spider-Man game. I played it a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. Know what you want to? Yeah, there's so many games out there I want to give a go, but it's availability of the game, and then you got to put it on your list, and so many things I want to get to. It's insane. I with it starting to be fall and getting easier to work outside because it's not hellish torturous heat. I live in a desert, so it does get very hot in the 100s Fahrenheit out here regularly during the summer. So it's finally fall, and you can work outside and not basically want to die. So this weekend, my son and I went out and we organized our outdoor shed. This is where we have all of our power tools, our hand tools, it's our workspace. And like most people, it very quickly gets filled up with everything you don't want stolen, and then there's no room to actually work. So we cleaned it out, we got it manageable, workable, and now I can do a couple of other projects, stuff that I want to film and get online here and stream. So it's one more step in the right direction. I always said Spider-Man 3, my opinion, was the best. The Tobey Spider-Man 3, now Tobey Spider-Man 3, that's the one with Venom, right? Because if so, then yes, I think that one is the best. Everybody memes that dance that he does, but I think it was the best. But I love them all the Spider-Mans. It's like people who I see online, the black suited Spider-Man, yes, definitely. We see online people are either in the Snyder Superman or the new Superman camp, and for some strange reason you can't like them both. Goodness, it's crazy. I saw a little quick YouTube short about what the DC universe would think of Spider-Man if they met him, and it went just like you thought it would. Everyone loves Spider-Man except Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter would have been suspicious, but then he would have read his mind and learned to like him. And Barry Allen would have been his best friend. So Superman would have been his big brother. All that stuff that you knew was going to happen because Spider-Man's that universally likable kid that fate doesn't have good things for. But Spider-Man. You know, I don't remember the first time I ever saw a Spider-Man. Yeah, actually, yes, I do. I remember the first time I saw Spider-Man. It was on a PBS show called The Electric Company. And, you know, one of those educational television shows. Fun fact, that show had Morgan Freeman in it back before he was Morgan Freeman. They still look like Morgan Freeman because, you know, Morgan Freeman, he doesn't age. He came out of the womb at 60 years old. But it was him. But it was crazy. There we have this silent Spider-Man who creeps through the picture frame and makes poses like you'd see him in the comic book. And they'd have him catch this criminal or do that. But that was the first time I saw Spider-Man. And then there was a television show, and then we got Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby. And but again, it's more memory lane. I think I've got I know I've got the Incredible Hulk series, and I'm pretty sure I have the Wonder Woman series. I think I have to get the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman. It's these things that you don't want to lose from the past. You know, you want to be able to revisit them once in a while, and I want to be able to show my grandkids. You know, and it's just fun to have when you're looking for something to watch. You know, I mean, how horrible would it be if you could only watch a movie once? You know, or you could only experience a television show once. That'd be horrible. I mean, it's getting to be that's the way the streaming services want it, because, you know, you pay for it, it's in your library, and then you go to watch it, and all of a sudden it's not there. But, you know, this is why I like to have physical copies, or at least digital copies that I control of the stuff that I buy. You know, I mean, how bad would it be if Firefly was only able to be seen once? It wouldn't have become the awesome show that we know it to be. You know, and then all those movies that are old that we watched growing up, kids today would never know what they are. So I still want to do a movie watch along, you know, but I want to make sure that people want to come are able to. And typically people do watch alongs at night, but you know, you're on the other side of the world from me, Aussie, and that wouldn't be very nice if I had a watch along and you weren't able to come. So, thinking one morning during a stream, have a little watch along, and you know, hopefully it goes well. All my puppies are asleep all around me. The life of a dog. You'd be there for a watch along? Awesome. Awesome. I'd try to pick a movie that would be an excellent watch, something fun and really interesting. So I'll actually schedule that, and I will make an announcement, and hopefully we'll have some people who wouldn't normally tune in join us. I know Pumpkin Potion, she does her Saturday serial, where once a month she plays old Saturday morning cartoons, complete with commercials of the day, And, you know, they chit chat about them and watch them and whatnot. I tuned in a little bit this Saturday to watch. And they watched Heathcliff, cartoon I grew up with. And she's a little bit younger than me, but not that much younger. And she was, I don't want to say she's not Gen X, but she's right on the cusp, because she knows a lot of the same cartoons that I grew up with and whatnot. She caught that tail end of the Saturday morning cartoon era. Yeah. She's early 90s. I'm early 80s kid. So good coffee. Good coffee. So still haven't been able to get out there to the greenhouse to start to fix that up. But life here is like Stardew Valley, you know. Everything is all dilapidated and whatnot, and we fix it up little by little, and it becomes presentable, and we show it to the world. So, you know, life happens. And I just built the greenhouse a couple of years ago, and it immediately got filled with things, again, that I didn't want stolen. Tried to keep it to things that could be used in the greenhouse. But again, it got caught up. And the kids, you know, they're younger, and you want them to help, and they help. They help a great deal. But sometimes their help is not always the help that you want. But that's the learning process for kids, you know. And you can't always do everything you want to do in life when you have that kind of help. But now my kids are all grown. They're big kids. They're adults, somewhat. And, you know, I can do more of the things that I want to do and follow through with them. Because when you're a parent and you have your kids help, okay, it kind of goes like this. You tell them, all right, here's a garden. Please weed the garden. And you know the garden has to be weeded. It has to get done. But you want the kids to do it because you want to teach them responsibility. And you want to see if they'll be able to complete that responsibility. And sometimes it gets done. Sometimes it gets done at a later schedule than what you would want it to get done at. And sometimes it doesn't get done. And then you end up with a garden that is not weeded. Well, you know, a parent wouldn't be a parent if they didn't experience all three of those things. So, but now if the garden doesn't get weeded, it's my fault because I didn't weed it. Oh, goodness. I got a ton of new movies this past weekend. Some old movies that are just new to my server, and some ones that I got at better resolution. And one series that I got was the Herbie series. Now, if you're not familiar with Herbie, Herbie is a Volkswagen Bug with the number 53 painted on him, and he was a racing car. You know, think cars. Herbie was a sentient racing car. And it's all about how Herbie goes through life. You know, and they're fun movies. Really fun. They're Disney. Who doesn't know Herbie? Yeah. You think who doesn't know Herbie, but there are a lot of people who don't know him. And like my kids, they didn't know him. Their first experience with Herbie was the Lindsay Lohan, Herbie Fully Loaded. And when that movie came out, you know, I'm like, oh, you guys, you got to see the other ones. Because, I mean, Herbie's great. The Herbie Fully Loaded. And I love how they found him in a junkyard and he's all dust covered. You know, they paid that homage. They didn't just reboot it. You know, it was a continuation, another chapter. And I love that. But I got the older movies and I'm like, you guys got to watch this. This is so much fun. And they really liked the one with Don Knotts in it. That was the one they liked most. And that was Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. You know, and because of that, I got them some other Don Knotts movies. You know, The Incredible Mr. Limpet. And what's that one with the remote? Oh, Pleasantville. Pleasantville. That's a fun movie. So. And it's fun how we can watch movies of today and play that, you know, Degrees of Kevin Bacon game with the movie and introduce our kids and other people to movies of long past that they would never have found otherwise. Another movie I watched this past weekend, I think I watched it Friday night, and that was Weapons. That's the movie where the kids disappear, and it's a horror movie. It's just came out this year. I love horror movies. In fact, in October, since we're going to be doing watch-alongs, I want to do a nice horror movie compilation horror watch-along. But I watched Weapons, and you do too? Yeah, it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe we'll do the watch-alongs on the off days, because I like to play the games on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so maybe Tuesday and Thursday, we just relax and do a watch-along. Yeah, you know, I'll do my laundry on this side, full clothes as we watch, and stuff. Terrifier. Actually, I have not seen Terrifier, but I have it because I want to see it. So that would be an awesome movie to watch, as long as it's somewhat stream friendly. You know, we don't want any. I don't know if it has any nudity in it. I think horror and gore are fine, but nudity I think would get me into trouble. So we have to make sure there's none of that. And in fact, I'll look it up right now. IMDb has that parental guide. All right, Terrifier. Yeah, that clown is always... I mean, since I first saw it, I'm like, oh my goodness, what movie is this? I want to watch that. All right, Parents Guide, moderate. Yeah, bare breasts. I may have to edit out that couple second clip of, you know, the bobas, so that we can watch it. And you know, if I end up doing that, then I'll just edit out that little part so that it's stream friendly and not going to get me kicked off or something. So, but I won't watch it. I'll just skim through till I see the part that needs to be clipped, and I'll clip it. I've got video editing software here. You know, I know how to do that stuff, so that'll be fun. I'll make sure it's okay and stream worthy, and that shouldn't take away from the movie. So. There are a lot of killings. Yeah, with the video games that we've got playing on Twitch all the time, I don't think killings in movies are going to be a problem. But debobage definitely be an issue, I think. But there's workarounds for that, so. one of my favorite Halloween movies is Trick or Treat. I like it, I love it because it reminds me of Creep Show. I don't know if you know Trick or Treat or Creep Show, but basically it's an anthology movie. You follow different people along their section of the story, but it's like you're reading a comic book, and that's the way they present it in the movies. They do that in Creep Shows, and they do that in Trick or Treat, and it's a lot of fun. Trick or Treat, I think, has Anna Paquin in it, and there's a good twist in her story. It has a lot of fun people. And all of the stories tie together. That's what I like. They all tie together, and you can like the individual stories for what they are. And you can also see the overreaching story arc and how they all tie together and be like, that's how you did that. I love it when stories do that. But if you have any other suggestions for movie watch along, or maybe a anime or TV show watch along, something that we can put on a list and enjoy together, the more obscure, the better. So I'm always up to discover something new. Yeah, superhero movies are wonderful. So I've got tons of those. I've been collecting them all on as many as I can get on Blu-ray. I wind up getting multiple copies of them. Like looking at 2 Man of Steels right now, and because I forget what I have, and I've got to make a list so I don't buy the same movie twice or 3 times. But if I do, if I end up buying the same movie again, then my son gets a copy. So it's all good. I add it to the library. So, and when I think superhero movies, I'm also putting in there things like Kick-Ass and Super and silly movies like that too. There aren't classical comic book superhero, but are still fun. And what was that one with Ben Stiller? The superhero movie with Ben Stiller. And Janine Garofalo. That one was a fun one too. Let me look it up real quick. Ben Stiller, let's see. He's done a lot. He's doing a lot of producing. So, hey, that's good. I mean, producing is good for him. So, yeah, I thought he was really good in the Night at the Museum movies. They were fun. Mystery Men, that was it. Yes, Mystery Men. Mama Mouse and I are watching Sandman. I've seen the first season. not the second. She hasn't seen any. But I've read the comic book, the book. So I kind of know what's going to happen in the series unless they change it out a little bit. But she has no clue about what's going on. And we watched, I don't know if you've seen it, we watched the diner episode yesterday. And she was like, wow, that was really messed up. I guess. Yes, it is. But I'm happy because we're getting to the episode where he hangs out with his sister Death. And I think she'll really like that. And I'm kind of sad about that because when I listened to the audiobook, Sandman. When I listened to the audiobook of Sandman by Neil Gaiman, Death is played by Kat Dennings. And I thought she did a wonderful job being Death. And they really lost out not casting her as Death in the show. And it was probably a scheduling thing or something, but honestly, I think her sass kind of really pulls off who Death is. But we really like those adaptations from Neil Gaiman. I like the Lucifer show, even though it is nothing like the comic. I loved Lucifer. I like Sandman. And then we have the Terry Pratchett movies, Discworld, whatnot. The only one I really didn't or couldn't get into was American Gods. And maybe I need to give it another go. Just give it another shot. I think I will. I think I'll try and I'll give American Gods another show. Okay. Oh yeah, Tom Ellis did a really great job in Lucifer. I thought he played the perfect devil. I mean, the one in Sandman is more comic book accurate, but Tom Ellis really put a flair into Lucifer that, I mean, it really worked on television. It was awesome. I thought it was great. And I thought the show was wonderful. I thought in the last season it kind of went a little off the rails, maybe a little bit too much, but overall, I thought it was really good. I heard that Clayface is getting made into a movie and is getting fast-tracked for release of October of next year to be a Halloween movie. So DC's gonna put Clayface on the big screen. And I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I mean, that's relatively unknown to the vast majority of people. Clayface is not a huge billboard villain. Maybe they'll make him out to be an anti-villain, misunderstood villain. But we will see. Oh, it looks like the critter cam is a little off kilter. Let's turn it around. Make sure our mother cluckers are doing well. There we are. Hey, babies. All right, critters are doing well. Got our chickies all looking good. I went out there this morning and I'm not closing their coop door at night yet because it's not that cold out there for them and they still line up on that bench there to sleep at night. But I do lock them into their coop area. And I went out this morning and that ramp was so filthy. Chickens are great, but they are not clean animals at all. Okay. Here's a question for you. What do you think of the Marvel spin-offs? The TV show Marvel Universe, the Ironheart, the Agatha All Along, and those superhero adjacent shows. At first, Agatha All Along, I couldn't stand it. I'm beginning to warm up to it a little bit. Ironheart, I don't know that I really want to go there. But then there are others like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that I thought was great, wonderful. Luke Cage, Iron Fist. The Jessica Jones series was excellent, I thought. I haven't seen the new Daredevil. I did watch the older one, but not the new series. So I've got to catch up on that. And from what I understand, they're bringing Alias Investigations back. And we're going to have more of that. Okay. Let's start up We Happy Few, and we can chit-chat as we play along. Let's see here. We Happy Few. What a good game. I'm really, really loving it. Really enjoying the gameplay. And oh no, I hope you're feeling, I really hope it gets better. I mean, the flu is horrible. It just turns you inside out. Well, sit back, relax. We're going to play some We Happy Few. Grab some tea, settle your stomach. And, we'll just chit-chat. We'll hang out. And you just have fun. I really hope you feel better. That is not a good thing at all. But I was asking what you thought of the superhero adjacent TV shows like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Ironheart, Agatha All Along. I was telling my mom just then that I never attacked my asthma puffer like that. Yeah, well, I mean, breathing is essential. I know when I can't breathe, I reach for that thing and it's like life or death.
I wonder if I'm actually alive at this point. Or is this, hell?
Okay. Good. Just want to make sure the game audio is working well. So, looks good. Alright, so we were completing some side stuff. We have to create a suit of blending. And what do we need for a suit of blending? A sewing kit. That's right. We need to buy a sewing kit. All right, and that'll complete the treehouse thing. Let's go back to Maidenholm and get that sewing kit. We'll do Lilies of the Field and some other side quests and check those off the list. Now, your mom's not sick too, is she? Because, I mean, that can spread out.
Please don't let there be ghosts.
Does asthma run in your family? Do a lot of people in your family have asthma?
Good old under. Hasn't changed since old George V.
Mom was giving you antibiotics, lost the last two sentences. I was just curious if, you know, your mom was sick too, if your mom has asthma, if it's something that runs in the family or whatnot. My sister and I both have asthma. And she may have it a bit worse than I do, but she never really made an effort to get it under control either. So you know, and then I was also asking what you thought of the Marvel television shows, like Agatha All Along, Ironheart, things like that. And I was saying how I liked the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Uh-oh. I think they're seeing my outfit. I need to change. There we go. That should do it. Nope, they're still looking at me. Something's wrong. Okay. I liked Moon Knight. I thought it was good. I didn't know much about the character when the show came on. You know, I knew that it was Egyptian based, but I didn't know anything real about it, so... But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Alright, we need to find another store, because this one I don't think actually sells anything. Here's one, Shady Dealer. Let's go to him. We need a sewing kit. But Moon Knight was good. I liked how they did it. Alright, Shady Dealer, where are you? Eating ice cream? No. Comfort food, man. You gotta have your comfort food. Oh, what's this guy? Alright.
I've got stuff you don't even know you want.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Alright. A boiler suit. Raise no suspicion while fixing traps. Okay. Where to conform in construction areas or municipal facilities. Okay. Crash. Flushes all the joy from your body. Why on earth would you want to do that? Zeroes out joy level. It does not reduce withdrawal or memory loss symptoms. Okay. Electrolock Shocker. I haven't actually seen the Miss Marvel show. I think that's gone, you know, below my radar. I haven't seen it. I'll have to give it a shot. Banger. Yeah, broken helmet. Gas mask. But no sewing kit. What can we sell here? What can we get rid of? We need to get rid of some stuff. That's antiseptic bandage. Alright, let's sell those. Not the healing balm. We need that. Spiky brick. Branch. Cricket bat. We'll sell that. We'll sell the used up gas mask because that's useless. One of my favorite somewhat current show was Stargirl. I was surprised how much I liked Stargirl. You know, moving from Marvel to DC, I thought Stargirl was great. Saltpeter, toasted chicory. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Stargirl. And that was one that I really didn't know a lot about until I watched it. I mean, I knew there was a Stargirl, but I didn't know what it was, really.
Just looking.
All right, we need to find another shop. That one did not have... So we'll go here. Did not have a sewing kit. My son loves The Flash, the show with Grant Gustin. And it's a great show. I love watching it. It's, I haven't watched every show of every season, but it is a good show to watch.
But you won't see why he does, and I'm not sure he even knows.
I've been watching that, or starting to watch, rather, the Superman and Lois, the new one, where he's got his 2 kids. And I'm finding that very interesting. Let's see, what's the best way? Straight on down. Yeah, I need to... I actually haven't watched an episode of that in a little bit. So, I should probably watch one, get a little caught up, and keep that interest going. Alright, I can't cross through there, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around the other way. Let's see, where are we? Nope. Really? A leaked photo of the Batman logo in Clayface. I'm gonna have to look that up because that would give us a hint as to which Batman we'll see.
You will take your joy immediately.
Is there... Where's that? I don't think I've been able to find the shady salesman in here, in this area. So we need to find him. Where is he?
If he's
You
having
will take
nightmares
your
without
joy
his happy face,
immediately.
well, why on earth should he sleep without it? When he can sleep with it?
Morning.
Ah. That's our shady guy. Okay. Let's barter.
What have you got?
Proper shoes. Ooh, workbench upgrade kit. Yes, we need one of them. I don't know if we could do it twice, but we're gonna try. Short spike, repair, coffee beans, light bulb, pipe. Still no sewing kit. Come on. Jubilator activator. I'm going to take a quick look about that. Let's see. Batman logo and Clayface. Oh. People are saying the merge is happening after seeing the Battinson logo on the set of Clayface. However, I don't think you guys would confirm something this big. Is this right? And then James Gunn responds back and says, although the trash can is from the set, I have a hard time believing the bat was put there by the art department. But if so, it never came across my desk. I don't have time to okay every piece of set dressing. So yeah, I see the bat on the bin, but he's not confirming or denying. Notice that. All right. So what else do we need here? I think we already have a torch. He won't be the biggest DC superhero. Who do you think the biggest DC EU, the new James Gunn universe, biggest DC character will be? What's your prediction for this universe? I have an idea that it's going to be Booster Gold. That's Booster Gold is DC, right? Am I getting my characters mixed up? Yeah, Booster Gold is DC. And I think that that's going to be the character that they're introducing in the Man of Tomorrow, because that's his whole thing. He's come from the future, right? Wasn't he a criminal, goes into the past with future tech to make a fortune and ends up being a superhero instead? Or at least that's the way I remember it from reading a couple of the comics. But I could be wrong.
I'll be off now.
But you think Batman is going to be the biggest character? I think that if they do the crossover, if they do the crossover of Pattinson, then yes, I think he's going to be huge. As for anyone else, I don't know. So they didn't have a sewing kit. They didn't have a sewing kit. Let's do Lilies of the Field, get that out of the way.
Is it a badger? How can I catch it and eat it?
Can't go that way. Gotta go around. So yeah, we'll do Lilies of the Field. And then we'll try to find a sewing kit somewhere.
Did you know that you could eat tulip bulbs? Yes.
But I think James Gunn is trying really hard to get those more obscure characters into the universe. And putting someone like Booster Gold in would be just his style. You know, he'd be hitting his groove with that. No, we want there. I am too looking forward to the Lantern series. I just hope that they don't make it too local. You know, in other words, they don't relegate the Lanterns to only working on Earth and being just another Earth superhero. I hope they get those elements in to show that he's the Green Lantern of a sector, not just a planet. You know? Or at least that's what I would like to see.
Oh, goodness. You are too kind.
I thought we weren't getting dialogue for a minute
These.
there.
Violet would love these so. You should visit my garden. It's lovely this time of year. And winter is coming, you know. I can't thank you enough. Wait. Here's some beef jerky.
Speaking of winter coming, I've got to
Well, I
order
can get
some
the sugar and the
garlic
salt.
so I can plant for the
Meat,
summertime.
obviously. It's not really beef, but once it's jerky, who can tell?
Find the secret garden. All right, let's go find the secret garden. Da-da-dum. We are actually having some pulled pork for dinner tonight. I cooked it up yesterday. Took about 8 hours in the crock pot to cook it up really nice, get it all loose and pullable. And we're having that on homemade bread with some cheese and whatnot, if we like cheese on it. I do. And some barbecue sauce. I made the barbecue sauce from scratch. So, got all that going. But, yeah, we're having some pulled pork.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Which reminds me, I've got to do a post about my
Eden. Now, don't be
need for a
greedy.
ham and cheese omelet. I had this real hungry need for a ham and cheese omelet, so I made one up, looked really good, and I wanted to post it up there on the Insta. The chicken fingers were phenomenal. Oh my goodness, I put some garlic powder, onion powder in the breading, a little salt and pepper, and some Parmesan cheese, and breaded them up. And oh man, they were so yummy. And we did that with some homemade French fries. Big thick steak fries. Good stuff. So potatoes. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with those chicken fingers. Okay, so I think we found everything in here that we need to. Let's come over here. Let's see where we are. We are... Okay. Modeling dispenser. Maybe I can fill up some power cells. Yes. How many power cells do I have that need to be filled up? Let's see. All. Power cell, there we go. One. I've got 5 more that are empty. Ah, so it takes it, fills it, and then brings it back. Okay. While that's filling, let's go ahead and post that. There's the Insta. No more modeling. Oh, no. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yummy stuffs. There we go. Just posted it. And oh, it was a good ham and cheese too. Fried up some let me see here. Instagram. Is it gonna pop up for me? Thought I was logged in on this computer. I guess not. Nope. Oh well. But yeah, had a need for a ham and cheese, and I couldn't take it, so I broke down and I made myself one, and oh, it was so good. You know when you're craving something and you don't know what it is? No, I knew what it was. It was ham and cheese. Ah, yeah, it was. Okay, so what are we up to? We need to get back to our base so we can go to another spot. House. Small modeling spill. Track access. All right. Yeah, it was. And those hash browns are pretty convenient too. I mean, usually I like to shred them and make them myself, and you know, you just get a pile of those shredded hash browns, but those things are pretty good. So yep, and we're gonna have to take a right up here. There. Eye on things. Oh, you know what? I should change our category from chatting to the... I keep forgetting to do that, to change the category. So... yeah, just... I've got to make a checklist so that when I go to the scene for the gameplay, pops up and says, have you done X, Y, and Z? And I'll be like, no, I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Where's our base? Around the corner, I think. Yeah, isn't it in here? There it is. Okay. So let's go to... I don't want to go there or there. If we go here, is there a store? I don't think there is. Eel pie. Unknown, unknown. So there are 5 unknowns here. There are no... Restaurant, abandoned house, honeybee nest. There are no shady dealers anywhere over here. I need a sewing kit. How can I make a sewing kit? Can I? Let's see. Repair, safecracker, torch, Jimmy bar, lockpick, an enchanted rock. The sauce is, it's basic, it's actually called chicken dippin' sauce. And it's, that was Mama Mouse's plate. She has 2 sauces there. One of them's the chicken dippin' sauce, and the other one is fry sauce, which I didn't know was a thing until I got to where I am, because I'm from New England and we eat French fries with malt vinegar. You know, a little salt and a little malt vinegar. But the chicken dippin' sauce, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's from, it's called Double Dips Chicken Dippin' Sauce. And let's see. It's got some onion, avocados, garlic, molasses, mustard, you know, a little sugar, salt, spices. It's really good. So, Patriots, not really. Big Patriots fan. If we're talking football, I like the Buccaneers, but I grew up watching the Bucks, Tampa Bay Bucks. If we're talking baseball, boo. I know. They're not what they used to be. But I'll be honest, I haven't watched football since, and I don't like to watch football unless I'm in the stadium. Your Dallas Cowboys? Okay. All right. Respectable. And, but I don't like to watch football unless I'm in the stadium. Something about being there just makes it more fun. Baseball, I like minor league baseball more than I like major league. And the baseball team for me was the Paw Sox. That was the feeder team for was it Red Sox? But local team, love them. And again, when I like it better when I'm in the stadium. It's just the whole experience. And I'm not seeing a way to make a sewing kit. Maybe I just don't have the recipe yet. NBA. Growing up, it was the Celtics. You know, that was the time of Larry Bird. And Yeah, exactly. Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, all those guys, the dream team. That's what I grew up knowing.
You might think the Orach plant is just a
And
but our friend Naturalix Patula bears thousands of seeds.
where are my workbenches here?
And they'll keep all year long. If
There
you
we
haven't
go.
already
That's a
snapped them up.
radio.
Yummy! Now grind them as you would any other kind of
There they are. So that's chemistry, and I want that workbench. All right, let's upgrade you. All right.
goosefoot salad and Orach bread.
Can I do anything else with this workbench now that it's upgraded? The moment you hear Celtics, you immediately said Larry Bird. Yeah, I mean, anybody who knows anything about basketball at all, and I don't know anything about basketball, knows Larry Bird. But yeah. And where I am now, it's, you know, we don't really have a lot of opportunity to go and see sports live. I haven't been to a baseball game in forever. But I love going. Love it. Or hearing it on the radio. I haven't done that in a while either. But I do like listening to baseball on the radio. Not football so much, just baseball. Something about it just, you know. Okay. Still don't know where to get a sewing kit. So I think we're going to have to hold off on the whole sewing kit idea. If we could get over to here, maybe we could figure out what's going on. Let's see if we can get over here. We'll put a marker right there.
Orach bread. What a filling meal.
Yeah, the old times when there was no TV. Yeah, or just TV wasn't convenient. You know, nowadays you turn on the TV and you stream anything you want. Doesn't matter, but
The thistles and nettles every child.
I remember listening to it on the radio because the commercials were less annoying on the radio
Are basically
than they were
large thistles.
on the television. You know, it seemed on TV,
Hush, says the sun.
it
as it tucks me into
the
bed.
commercials always came at the worst times. Whereas with radio, you know, if there's a play that you really should be watching, the announcers will just keep on announcing, and then when they have a chance, they'll put in the sponsor. You know, and I think that's the way it should be. One of the things I like about Twitch, I follow one guy, Midnight Sumo. And I've gotten into sumo. You know, I don't know hardly much about it, but it's fun. I'm really starting to get into it. And I like how it, I just like the sport. I'm starting to find out more about it. All right, so we're here. We are going to explore. And hopefully find a sewing kit. And I doubt if we're going to find one just lying around, but I don't need that. Okay. Maybe we'll find a shady dealer somewhere. That would be a good thing. search up where we are, where to find a sewing kit? Yeah, I could, and I might. When I search for things like that, I tend to get spoilers, and I don't really... I'll look for it. Let's see. Sewing kit, We Happy Few. Where can we get them? Locations. Crafting. Says we can find it at the odds and ends shop, but we went there and he didn't have any. Or maybe I had already bought it. I don't know if it, Two Musketeers. I don't know if the inventory respawns. Goodness. All right, well, let's explore this area and see if we come up with anyone, because there's a lot of it that we haven't explored. And we'll see what's out there. Going around the backside here. Okay.
Easier to get around at night, except for the bobbies and the odd hooligan.
Uh-oh, gotta look out for the bobby. Should probably put on our other clothes. So we're not in our proper suit. Yeah. I think I've got to turn up the brightness here because I'm getting a glare on my screen. Let's see, a little gamma. I don't want to go too much. That's a little better. Okay. You know a good movie watch long is? What is that? What are you talking about? Which movie is good to, which long movie is good to watch? I think Watchmen is a great movie. Have you, Oh, watch along. So what movie is good for a watch along? Tell me which one. Pixar movies. Pixar movies are always great. Always great. Let's see, can I get in there? I don't think I can get in there. Yeah, Pixar movies are a lot of fun. There he is. Alright, let's go around him. And we'll pick up some plants, by the way. Yeah, my son has been rewatching the Pixar movies. You know, specifically The Incredibles and whatnot. He likes to go online and get the Easter eggs. You know, find out more about Byronic and all those guys. And the lore that they don't tell you in the movie. So,
I think this is the fountain Sally and I put the fish in. We were witty in those days.
yeah, he is very into finding out the lore of things. Man, that glare is really killing me. All right, let's see what else can we find here. Oh, another Bobby. But have you seen Watchmen? Going back to the movie thing. I say it because I looked up and I've got 2 versions of Watchmen on my shelf there. And I thought, that's a superhero movie we haven't really talked about. Frozen and Tangled are kind of connected. Really? How does that manage out? How do you connect the world of Frozen and Tangled? Because that would be an interesting piece of trivia I could pose to my son and start. Quest found, Crazy Legs. Let's see what this quest is. Start. Do they run races here? I suppose I could come back during the day. Okay, I'll come back during the day. What is this? A slightly blood-smeared note. Let's read it. My dearest Jimmy, I naturally so love your person and adore all your other parts, which are more than ever one man had. You are a king of my heart. I will live and die a lover of you. P.S. To the constables, try not to be too hard on the missus. It was all a bit of shock to her. Okay. Flimsy cricket bat. No, we don't really want that. Last bottle. And we'll pick it up. Okay. So, Adams Park. What is down here? Go back to the road and see where that goes. The start of Frozen, you see the couple Rapunzel and Flynn walking in the castle of Elsa when she's being crowned. Okay. I have heard that. The road should be close by. There's the road. All right, let's see where this leads.
Some scientist had told me Percy was actually from Mars. I'm not sure I'd have disbelieved him.
And it looks exactly like them. I'm gonna just read that. Oh, Frozen and Tangled. For some reason, I don't know why, I thought you were talking about Frozone from The Incredibles and Tangled. I completely got that mixed up. Yeah, no, I've heard that Frozen and Tangled were in the same universe. I have heard that. I could have sworn it said Frozone. That would have been funny to see Frozone in the Tangled universe. Yeah, a 2 or 3 second cameo. I can believe that.
Well, this is going to be a bit tricky.
All mine are mine. Okay. Enter the minefield. I think we're gonna die. We're gonna blow up. Are we gonna see the mines? Warning, we're trespassing. If I stay close. Blocked. Yeah, I have heard, but all of the Pixar movies are connected in some way or another, aren't they? You know, either through By and Large or something like that. Someone has gone through a great deal of trouble to protect this place from nosy Parkers. I wonder if they've got anything useful in there. Yes, me too. Loot all 3 supply caches. A rock. Don't know that I need another rock. Playing games from the... yeah. I think cars and toys, since they're Dynaco. Yeah.
You don't live here. Leave us alone, you bastard. Don't think I won't sniff you out.
Okay. Danger Mines. Well, the mine's got to be somewhere, and I'm sure I'm going to step on one sooner or later.
Why are we doing this to each other?
When I watched Toy Story, I saw Dynaco. I was that from Cars, which I should say was the other way around. Okay. Oh, that was a mine. Owie. The Wall-E theory. Yeah, that everyone was extinct and whatnot. I've heard some of the Wall-E theories. That the robots turn into cars, or the cars turn into robots, or something like that.
Well, it's for knocking down my blocks in kindergarten.
Oh no. Oh no. Hope I don't get in trouble for that. That he eats others? Well, hold on, that Wally eats others? Like Wally eats other robots, or Wally eats people? Because I gotta hear this theory now. I gotta know what's going on. They were saying there were others like him. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, and he's cannibalizing them to stay alive. And I don't believe that. I think that he's just found other broken down Wally robots, and he's taken their parts. I mean, because really, that's what you gotta do. Just interchangeable. Or maybe he found a factory, you know, with a warehouse of supplies. I mean, all those robots were built somewhere. Humans definitely exist in the cars, because who built the stadium and the buildings? Yeah, true. Cars don't have thumbs. So, I mean, you can be an excavator or a crane all you like, but you're not building that stuff.
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
Okay. I was stuck there. I had to get out of being stuck.
We're not a bloody bread and breakfast, are we? So get out!
There we go. It's one down.
Just lie down.
Haven't found any supply caches.
Can't we work something out? No?
There's the one. What done it? You're here. I know you're here.
Okay.
It's not personal.
It's got to be all of them, right? I'll take the Jimmy bar. What I hear that people, all humans died, that the cars had their personality. Okay. Kind of like their spirit went into the car. And that kind of stuff. All right, so that was all 3 of the caches. And I still don't have a sewing kit. So... Alright, so which direction are we headed now? Let's see. Let's see what's out there. What is that?
What have I done, Reg?
I know how you feel.
At least you can drink from the pumps here.
A dig spot. Uh-oh.
Do we really have to do this?
Yep, we really do. Speaking of pumps, I should find a water and refill my canteens. And And then we do still have to get back to that race during the daytime. Alright, are we going? Yeah, we're going. What was that? Shibboleth. And here we have our dig spot. So we'll go to a dig spot, we'll see what's there. Maybe we'll find a sewing kit, who knows? Yeah, didn't get a chance. I clobbered him. But that, my little glow stick of death there is almost out of juice. So I gotta hold off on it. Till I can make another one. I don't think I have another one in inventory right now. Yeah, he pulled a shovel out of nowhere. He must have that bag of holding. It's bigger on the inside. Duct tape, branch, caltrops.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the branch. Don't worry. All wait. Okay, so we'll throw that. I do have another one. Okay. Good, good. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. I've got some torches here. Okay. Now, what about another dig spot? Am I still over the weight limit? I thought I had... Nope, I'm still way over the weight limit. Alright, what else? I thought I had given that up. That's gone. Now we're at 105. And I do need some food and drink, so let's do a stew. There we go. There. I did not mean to drop a stew.
Chuck Peter? Used to be you couldn't pry him out of the pub with a crowbar.
I shall execute the judgment of the Lord upon you. I shall stone.
I think I've already been judged. And punished. Thank you.
Look out! On yourselves!
Who's there?
Uh-oh. They're all coming out now.
Mary!
Alright, is that all of them? Nope. We need some healing balm.
Look, I don't even want to be here.
Alright. Okay, let's see if they had anything. Flimsy cricket bat.
Oh, you're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Okay. Sort by weight. What can I get rid of? Let's get rid of the iron pipe. And what can we make anything and get rid of stuff there? Oh, look, an enchanted rock. Don't know what an enchanted rock does. There we go. Let's make some jerky. Bandages. A vomit bomb. Goodness. Okay, so that's all the stuff we can make. And we're at 103. Alright. Quest complete. Everyone must get stoned. Custom waypoint. That's a... Track access, yes. A teaspoon of sugar. Okay.
Oh, don't be silly, Gretel. If someone put a gingerbread house in the middle of the forest, surely they meant for us to eat it.
Of course they did. Charcoal. I don't need another rock. I think we just clobbered everyone that would have come from inside of here. There's a trap right there. There we go. Auction Friday, 2 p.m. 1 pound of sugar. Uh-oh. Those bees are gonna get to me, aren't they? So, I think that's just a honey hive. I don't think there's anything there to it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to this. Let's see. They've got sweets. They've got bags of sugar. Who knows what else? Worth a visit, I think. All right, yeah, well, let's see. Steal the sugar. Okay, where is the sugar to steal? Bobby pins. Those are always good. It's past the bees, and of course there's a tripwire too. Let's take a healing balm real quick.
That was Led. I got a bag of sugar.
And another healing balm because we're getting stung to death. Dang. Those bees really get you. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. And we'll try to go... We need to go to the track access. Get that out of the way. We stole the sugar.
Bloody waste of time.
All right. Where is our... It's in there. Okay. And there's two guys in there. I'm going to have to clobber them. Where did my shoes go? Oh, they must have been damaged beyond repair. Okay. I get that. I understand. Don't think you'll watch Andrew Spider-Man tonight? Well, then what are you going to watch?
Get out the bloody...
What am I doing?
Just go to bed? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not feeling well, you got to take care of you, you know? Maybe have it on in the background, something to fall asleep to. Okay, let's see. Inventory. Let's see here. Let's put this in. Put all those in. All of those. Only 2 hours? You've got to be dragging right now. Just dragging feet. Sick, no sleep. Get some rest. Yeah. How's the asthma? Is it still bugging you? Still giving you trouble? Or has that calmed down a bit?
Good. Now I won't need to cross bridges to get here.
When I had the flu, unfortunately, it plays up a lot, but right now I'm okay. But soon I don't know. Yeah, you sometimes feel it coming on, and... But... Just take measures, try to keep it under control. Is that asthma stuff, man? That's hard. Let's see, any blueprints? No blueprints. Okay, so we can still do some more dig sites, some other things out here. So a branch and a cricket bat, they really didn't have anything. Let's go to this dig spot and see what we can find. Then we'll go to the other. And music. Yeah, I'd probably watch some Insta Reels before bed and some music. Yeah, just relaxing stuff. Duct tape, loose screw. Just nice chill. What kind of music are you into? You into that lo-fi background music, or what kind of stuff do you like to relax to?
They never told me what that specialist said. The one in London. When they took him
Old
to see him.
sometimes new. Yeah, I like the old stuff, to be honest with you. I don't really get into the newer music. But I do like some K-pop when I'm in the mood for it. You know, I like crooners. Doo-wop. In fact, just watched yesterday, Mama Mouse and I just watched Crybaby with Johnny Depp. And if you want to see a fun movie that's really wild and crazy and over the top, Crybaby is the one to watch. You're watching this movie, and the whole time you're watching it, you're like, how in the world did they make this movie? It's insane.
Oh, that doesn't look a bit like a trap.
Alright, wild picnic. Do not steal the very good food in here. Oh no, I definitely won't steal the very good food.
You're here. I know you're here.
Okay, another dig spot.
Past your bedtime?
It's stupid being out after dark.
After dark, love. Best to stay out of sight. Ain't it past your bedtime?
It's stupid being out
Alright, we're concealed. So we stole the food, nobody saw us. Yeah. It's 5:33 a.m. All right, let's go to the dig site. Yeah, I'm definitely a person out of time when it comes to music. I like the 50s. Well, basically, all right, let's put it this way. Fallout soundtrack, right up my alley. Mafia, all that good stuff. I like Dion, Neil Sedaka, Frank Sinatra. All those guys. All right, let's get a flashlight. duck, enhance couch, torch. Oh, no, no, I missed the torch. Torch. All right. Oh, boy. Requires a multi-tool. I'm going to have to get a multi-tool. Because this is going to hurt. Yep. And it really sucks too because you hear that tin in the background there, and that just agitates my tinnitus or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. I love that stuff. Lily bulb. So we got some scotch. Rubbing alcohol, that's good, we need that. Duct tape. Duct tape.
You gotta drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going.
Alright, looks like the torch went out. Scrounger. Oh, ABBA and the Bee Gees? Yeah. Yeah. Elvis. All those guys. I love that stuff. I like to watch the React videos where people who've never heard them listen in. In fact, I just watched a short about the Animals and that House of the Rising Sun. And I didn't know, but those guys, they practiced that song on the way to the recording studio. Did the song in one take. 15 minutes was all it took. And their producer said it's never gonna be a hit. People are never gonna want to hear it. It's too long. And it was one of their biggest. Crazy. You pick on Elvis? Yeah. But I love Lilo and Stitch and how they put Elvis in there. Oh, man. Love Elvis. And that's kind of what Johnny Depp was channeling in that movie, in Cry Baby, was Elvis. All right. 2 shovels. Damage. Damage. Let's get rid of the rusty shovel. Get rid of the branch. Don't need that. Okay. Let's do another torch because we're going to need that. There we go. A few more lockpicks. There. The other day she picked you up and you sat in the back seat and she had on Elvis covers and I said, oh great, now I gotta look at this prick. Yeah. Alright, dig site and then we can go do the race. I like how morning comes and it's like somebody's lifting the shade on the window. Up comes the sun. Brawler, Caltrip branch. Yeah. Let's get rid of that branch. We don't need that. And get rid of the bottles. We don't need them. And sharpen this rock. Love so much. Hit further and harder. Alright, let's pick up our enchanted rock. We're going to have to use those things at some point. Hive mind, honeybee nest. Okay. So let's go up for the race. Let's see, where's our race? What is... I think it's around here somewhere. Come back during the day. Why is it not showing me what we need to do? Sometimes she says, watch your mouth. Or yeah. Yeah. The big thing that my parents would say was, I'm gonna beat you like a redheaded stepchild. That was one of their favorite sayings.
Fog come from? That's the answer to everything I've...
Okay. So we're looking for the race, the start banner. Should be around somewhere. Said to my mom that I love going to Nance, but like 2 hours later you try to stay awake. Yeah, because she's boring or well, scrap. Just nothing to do.
Food didn't used to go rotten this fast, did it?
All right, here we've got some water. All right, I think I'm getting a delivery, so bear with me just a second. Okay, no delivery yet, but it should be on its way. Like I said, we're getting our second network attached storage unit, and then I'll have to get some drives for it as well. When you're chatting a lot and stop talking, it makes you tired. Yeah, it does. Mentally too, it really does.
They could have taken
Get your own bloody pump.
Find your own campsite.
Don't you start with me? I'll zap you.
I'm getting old.
All right. Need a healing balm. Yes, definitely need to hydrate. Let's hydrate. Oh. Ice cold water. Thank you very much for that, Redeem. You know, you talk and chit chat and play these games, you forget about these things. You forget the need to just take a drink of water every now and then. And so thank you for that. I appreciate it. We happy few. Let's see what these guys had, if anything, on them. Nothing on that one.
Look, I really need this.
Ooh, grapefruit juice. That's different. Haven't seen that before. Gonna fill up all of our canteens here. I like how the dust is coming out of the pump. Okay. So, our canteens are full, which is good. Now, where is that race? Oh, what is that out there?
We
Let's
had a dog,
take a
didn't
trip.
we? When we were young, before the war. His name was
A tent.
Stripe. Stripe.
Shinaboleth?
Are you guys new around here?
We came over yesterday. Must have got a bad batch of joy. Everything went all wonky.
I had no idea how bad it is here.
Yep, it's pretty
These people,
bad.
They came to rob us. You should see their eyes.
Also talking to your pop,
They've gone feral.
aka
I don't
Grandpa.
think we'll last
Yeah.
a night. Will you help us?
Don't hurt them. Just scare them away. They look so terribly hungry. And I think I recognize some of them from home.
This is home now, Daphne.
Poor Daphne. All right, so we got to come back at night and keep the people away from them. All right, let's we still want to try and find the race. So let's go back over here. And we'll start from the top of the street. Smack that smirk off of them. Yeah, they all have that same weird grin. It's like the strangers. It's like that. Yeah, with the mask. So there are normal people in this. You get normal if your joy doesn't work anymore. If you build up the tolerance to the joy, you come to your senses, as it were. All right, so we're at the top here. Let's go down. I want to find that race. Okay. There was a banner that I saw. Let's go back down here. Yeah, there was a banner with a race on it, a racing quest. So I want to find that again. This was the minefield house, right? Explosives. Let's go down here.
Didn't he?
Where does that go to? Oh, just up here with the water. Okay, we did that. And we still have yet to get a sewing kit. My goodness. Okay. Going. Still not seeing that. So we're down at the end. Let's take a trip up this way.
One day we'll just look back at this and laugh.
For some reason, I know it's not a quite exact match, but he reminds me of Arthur from Arthur Christmas. Tip, just go to Grandma's house and look for the cookie tin. Hello, Rogue VTuber, how you doing? Yeah, look for the cookie tin. You gotta look for the cookies. Because it's always a cookie that you don't have at home. Something that is a different taste from what you're used to. Flower picking, night garden, come and sniff a bit of heaven. Oh, we're trespassing. Of course we are. Yeah, we gotta do that at night. Okay. So we'll do that at night, and we'll pick the garden. I'm doing well. We've been talking a lot about movies and TV shows, which ones we like, Marvel Comics, DC, playing We Happy Few, and most importantly, what we want to watch for a watch-along. And thinking some old movies, interesting stuff that most people have either forgotten about or don't even know exist. What would you suggest for a watch-along? Because I'm going to be scheduling one. Just something fun.
What rough beast slouches towards the house of
Oh, the Crybaby and the Elvis talk? Yeah. That was quite the movie, I'm telling you. Have you seen Crybaby? I mean, talk about an over-the-top movie. Purposely over the top. It's a very self-aware movie. You've never heard of it? It's an early Johnny Depp movie. And if you're looking for a fun, very, very over-the-top movie, that's what you should watch. Think Grease. If Grease was completely hamming it up, over the top, and just having fun, knowing that we all know they're hamming it up. I am not finding that race
I suppose
quest.
Clyde's got his view now, the little shit.
It has got to be around here somewhere. What's on the top of this little hill? I know it's not the race quest, but I'm just curious. Oh, this was the cellar. Yep, we did that. Okay. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? It said come back in the daytime, but... oh, where can my little racetrack be?
I am the cat.
And it's got to be on the road. That's where I saw the banner. Let's see. Let's skip on over. Here we've got a bridge. But this is how we started.
Duck soup? But where are they?
Come back again at
Maybe they
night.
forage during the day. I should come back at night.
Alright, so another quest to do at night.
Toys and tiny beds. Tiny beds in every house. Imagine the beds. We could see everything as it is. Infinite.
Tell you, the whole time I was watching that movie, I was cringing. I was like, oh no, why am I watching this? But Mama Mouse says, gotta watch it. She couldn't believe I hadn't seen it. Because, I mean, I like Johnny Depp. I'm a big fan. And, but I've been avoiding that movie since the 90s when it came out. Because I knew it was weird. But I finally broke down and I watched it. And it was fun. It was good. Alright, we're going to wander around until we find that race again. Did we go around the outside last time? I think we did. Let's go around this way. So that's the bridge. And that's where we just came from. Talking about what type of music we like, and
I miss Mum.
I've been relaxing to some lo-fi. You know, those videos that go on for 4 or 5 hours and like study to this music and whatnot. And then I was listening to Pumpkin Potion, and she was the other day, last week, and she was playing this electro swing, I think it's called. That was pretty nice. It was pretty good. I looked it up and it was kind of fun. But I love that type of music. I remember one of the best concerts I went to, and I haven't been to very many of them, was Squirrel Nut Zippers. Back when they played. And it was phenomenal. They played dance halls. And
everything, I bet.
And I took swing classes. About 25 years ago with Mama Mouse. This is before we were married. It's one of the things we did as a couple. We took swing class together, and it was a lot of fun. And that music just brought all those back. It's funny. While we were taking those swing classes, we would go to shopping, we'd go to shoe stores and everything, and just break out dancing in the store. It was fun. Fun stuff. Electro swing is good. Yeah, I enjoy it. Electro swing, electric pop, or electro pop as well. I was really getting into it. And I thought to myself, I gotta add some of this to my playlist. Where in the world is that quest? Crazy Legs. Start. Let's see. All right, where is this? Huh. Just trying to look it up here and see where it is. Wiggins. Mr. Wiggins. And here we are again. We've been in this area and we still haven't found it.
They'll take their joy right away and yes, problem solved.
Oh, Uncle Jack.
What if the person won't take his joy? Well then, you need to step up and do your patriotic duty to your fellow citizen of Wellington.
What is going on with this big old rock? Anything? Nope, nothing going on with the big old rock.
If there are no authorities, you may need to dig.
Alright, where are we? That's the root cellar. Let's put a thing here. Let's go back.
Call your fellow citizens and let them know they want it down.
I can't for the life of me remember where that was. Alright, well, our whole objective was to get a sewing kit, and we have not done that. So let's take the track somewhere where we might be able to find a sewing kit. Oh, can I get rid of some stuff from inventory as well? Okay, we'll put this in, that in. Put some cloth in. Put all those in, because really, I can't use them. Honestly can't. There. Alright, that's enough. Okay, in home there's supposed to be a sewing kit there. Alright, Pop Mouse, have a nice day and a good dinner. I hope you feel better, I really do.
These days, I really ought to explore those caves.
Take it easy, take care of yourself, get some tea, settle your stomach, breathe easy, breathe nice, and feel better. Alright? You have a good night. getting out of here. Right there. There's the hatch. So if we go to the store, odds and ends shop, there's supposed to be a sewing kit in there. Let's find out. We need to make sure our clothes are proper. Otherwise, we're going to get yelled at. Okay, good. And let's head on over. Don't want to be a downer. All right, day 13. It's going to be 1 p.m. soon. All right, the best way. Let's go down here and then across. We still have to put up flyers for everything. For that other quest. Alright, let's try this guy again and see if he's got a sewing kit. I didn't see one last time, but who knows? I'm not very observant. Is that it? No.
You take your joy immediately.
What's your pleasure then?
Alright, let's see.
Afternoon.
Alright, proper suit, riding boots, proper shoes. Flour, repair kit, tea leaves, metal, blah 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 blah, nothing. Oh goodness. So it does not have a.
Nice to see you.
Does not have a.
Ooh, look at that.
Alright, what are we wearing?
Do come again soon. We often have new stock.
I'll be back in a jiff.
How can I help you?
Just looking.
Okay, let's go to our inventory. Let's see. So we got proper shoes. I think I need trainers. Or something.
Lionel Cashier. Nice to see the old shop still running.
As long as the old ticker's going. Come to buy or come to sell? Arthur, you're an ingenious sort of fellow. I've a buyer, a collector, who likes to collect golden records. Now, I happen to know where there's 3 of them out in the Garden District.
Ooh.
If you'd go get them for me, I'd make it worth your while.
Why don't you get them?
Go to the Garden District? Oh, of course, there's nothing I'd like better. Go out there, see the old streets, but I'm so busy with the shop and all, I can hardly step out for Simon Says. And you know how people are when you miss a village activity. No, here's a map for you. Best if you do it.
Ah, another quest, okay. Good.
What's your fancy?
Golden oldies. Tea leaves, coffee beans, light bulbs, pipe valve. Helps with your flow. Used to repair mechanisms or pipe junctions. You should probably get one. Pure water. Okay, we got plenty of that. Glass bottle. We'll sell those. And I think I need everything else. That's a distraction. Let's get rid of those. Disposable safe cracker. Advanced machine bits. Okay.
I hope you like that. It's one of my
Still no sewing kit. I need a sewing kit.
Lovely day for it.
Right as rain, right as rain.
Soon I should be getting that delivery. Joy booth, cozy tea. Is there anywhere else on here that I can buy? A sewing kit. So let's see what's over here. Let's go to shelter. Did I not put on track access over there? Salamanca Bridge. All right, let's go here, and then we will cross the bridge. We'll get to that track access.
You can take your joy immediately.
Okay, I've got to get some rice cooker recipes. Get those going. The one pot, pile it all in, let it cook. Recipes. We're gonna do that for Nori. Make sure she's got everything all set. I've got to try some out. I haven't tried any of those in a while. So, did a crock pot yesterday of pulled pork, and that turned out really, really well. That's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Some nice pulled pork sandwiches. But I've got to do that one pot rice cooker recipes. I think I've got one of those cookbooks around somewhere, so I'll just pull that out. We'll see what it is. Do you have one of those recipes, one of those rice cookers? Is that something that you do? Do you like them? Do you not? Any suggestions for a one pot meal? I've seen the ones where they crack the egg and whatnot in there, and then they fast forward and it turns out to be this fabulous meal that there's no way in the world it could have been cooked in a rice cooker. So. Alright, so here we are. And we need to get over the bridge. So here, we can go through here. Been through here before. We've got a key card. And no one really stops us. So. Alright, now that we're through here, what is down here? Maybe I had seen that race up here. I honestly forget. So let's see what we can find.
There's some sort of blight.
Dressed up for church.
Oh, gotta change clothes. Definitely gotta change clothes. Don't want to stand out.
Am I my brother's keeper? Am I?
So we'll go to the next junction, we'll take a right, and we'll head all the way down. Okay.
Falling apart.
I've got to make some more emotes.
Sally
and
and my
post them up
favourite
there.
tree. We used to sneak out at night and smoke.
I made those
Talk
few
about who we were
gnome
gonna be when we
emotes, and
grew
it
up.
was really fun. It was
I
fun
went
to make
study
them.
engineering. And her plan was to be a
But I need to
princess
make
among
some more.
witches, apparently.
Mysterious.
Seem to put their
Investigate the
sacrifices
curious
in.
chest. Place your daily sacrifice here. Do not steal the sacrifices within unless you really want to piss off a witch.
You never see them burying them. It's like some big secret.
Accept this, O true God of the place. You exist for you. You are the spark that makes us come alive. Take the small gift of sacrifice to you in thanks. Okay. This is weird. Nobody's around. Now's the time to do it. Okay. Wait a day or two. All right. Well, we can wait.
I've always loved the parks in Wellington Wells.
All right. So much, man. Okay, so these are all abandoned houses. We got a honeybee nest, garden of earthly delights. Bring out your dead. Let's see what the bring out your dead is.
That's Mrs. Marley. She used to live down the road. I wonder if she's got anything useful.
Mysterious letter. Dear Archie, I doubt you'll ever read this, darling, but if you do, please forgive me. I know you wanted me to wait for the fourth flavor, but I couldn't. The vomiting was bad enough, but the memories came back. They began screaming every day, all day. And the steam whistle, all those horrible, huge steel wheels every day. I still hear them out there, but it's quiet. If you talk to them for a bit, they quiet down, even though you know you're lying to them. And they know it. It's a ghost town here. The streets are crowded with ghosts. Most of them are friends. But there's very little to eat. I hope I make my money last a bit longer, but I put it in a safe for keeping. I've lost my key. You'd mock me for a silly woman, but I haven't eaten in days. I think if I can get the safe up on the roof, I can drop it onto the pavement. If all goes well, it'll break open. I wish you were here to help. You're so good mechanically.
Oh, bollocks. I've become a ghoul.
Well, we're picking up some money, so that's good.
Very tired.
And she had carrots, but she must have fell when she was picking it up. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Nothing to see. I didn't do anything.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Uh-oh.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
And we see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Well, at least these guys don't have scurvy, right? All the grapefruit juice they've got. Okay, so we did the bring out your dead. Let's go down to the custom waypoint we had. Let's get rid of some things too. Can we? Torn suit. Healing balm. Lockpick. And a dart. Okay, that should be good. Still looking for a vendor so we can buy a sewing kit. Or a way to get to a vendor. Go down here. Oh, the street just ends here.
That's Mum's grave. I forgot we buried her out here.
There's a big one we don't mention, isn't there?
Aww.
I wonder if he ever figured it out. Why I wasn't on the train.
It could be worse, I think.
It's too late to say you're sorry. How would he know? Why should he care?
Okay. Let's eat something. And we're gonna have to do a sleep soon too, so we can get rid of those penalties.
If the doors of perception were cleansed, we could see everything.
Can we go in there? No, can't go in there. That's too bad. Kind of wish this was a little bit more of an interactive open world.
I am the cat that walks by himself, and all places are alike to me.
What is this? Keep out. We're looking at Adams Park. There's the crazy legs. All right. So let's get to Crazy Legs.
My God, it's Eric Liddell. I never could beat him. He never ran this fast. What's his secret?
Stop the runner. I think I need to use some caltrops. Rubber duck, torch, caltrops. All right. We have to stop the runner. Where's the runner? Where did he go?
The Mark of Cain was to protect him. People forget that.
There we go.
How is not the question why?
Where are you, buddy? Gotta be somewhere.
Look out! He's got a weapon!
Where is that runner? Where did he go? Why are you getting angry at me, lady? Are you serious? Stop getting angry
What
at
have
me. I
we
didn't do
come
anything.
to?
I think it's because I bumped into them.
I don't think you should worry about that. If a whole bunch
We still need to stop the runner.
Dad. Come home.
Anyway, what's past is past. And we've all done things that weren't perfect. Listen, if we spent all our time worrying about the things that we've done, well, we'd never be able to enjoy our day. Feel better. Offer you extra joy today and
And I'm not sure which direction he went to. Let's go back to the start of the race.
Dark soup? But where are they? Maybe they forage during the day. I should come back at night. I wish I kept in shape. Oof.
Oh, these guys, I remember that one, yep.
We'd figure out what they wanted and do it before they even had to ask.
We're supposed to stop the runner, but I'm not quite sure how. And there's the start.
Of course you can have your cake and then eat it too. Where's the paradox?
Huh. I don't know where he's running to. You know, I mean, does he go through all of this and then come back? Crazy Legs, stop runner. Alright, so it starts here, ends down there by the well. So we've got to go to the well. Alright, let's go down to the well. Well, well, well. You fell in the well.
London Bridge has fallen down.
Okay. Still headed. Gonna do a little cross country.
after all, as we all know, English always win in the end. Good. And I'm afraid that's the end of our time.
That's the tent. Oh no, you don't.
Shit.
Where'd you go? Where did you go? How did he get that far?
Jesus. Oh my god. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh my goodness. Stop, my dude.
You can't kill all of us.
Really, my dude? Come on. Come at me.
Ah!
Can't we just agree to disagree?
Flimsy cricket bat and a rotten onion. I do not want what he's got. Can I make more caltrops? I don't think so. I need more metal bits to do that. Still have to stop that runner. Where are you? I don't even know the guy's name.
Funny. Percy would probably have preferred the Garden District, the way things are now.
Alright, where did he go? Oh, goodness. Oh, he's running. Maybe he'll come down here. I mean, does he just run around in circles all day? Let's go back to the beginning. So he does. So I gotta wait for him to come back here. What is this? There's some cutscene, but I don't know what.
He's right. What have I become?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Did we finish the... It did it for us. Okay, so that's weird. Yeah, it did that for us. So duck soup, flower picking, shibboleth. These are all quests I can't do right now. Treehouse, I need a sewing kit to do. Golden oldies I could do. In the Garden District. So, find 3 golden records. Let's try that out. And all the while, we will be on the lookout for a record player. I mean, a sewing kit. We need track access. So let's go here. Actually, up here. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Lies.
Who's she talking to on all of the telephones?
Okay. And I think what we'll do is we will head back to our hut here, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah.
He's got blood on his hands.
I've always liked you, actually.
Okay, so we go in, we've got to activate the track access, and then we'll be good. Put that away.
Now I can come back here from any other hatch without anyone trying to kill me.
Alright, and we'll do our sleep bit.
Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
Alright, let's save it, and then we'll pick up on our next stream. Okay. Well, let's check up on the mother cluckers, our little ladies. They seem to be doing well. And looks like they're underneath the coop or out in the yard. They're just living life and having fun. So that's life. Okay. What else here? And okay, let's see. All right. So it's been a day. It's been a good day, but a tiring day. So we're going to call it here and come back. I'm still waiting for that delivery, so I got to keep my eyes open for that. And, I'll post in a little bit about a watch along and give a few suggestions and maybe a poll. We'll do a poll. We'll see what we want. And I'll put up a handful and, you know, give some choices. No problem. I'm loving streaming. It's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing. And I get to play games and talk to people. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for dropping in. And let's go ahead and raid someone. There's another small VTuber, Swirling Beard Gaming. He's playing Garfield Kart right now. Let's go ahead and raid him. And I know it's just you and me, but I'm sure he'd like it. Yeah, I haven't seen you around in a little bit, so I'm glad you were able to make it. Let's see, where's the raid channel? So I'm glad you were able to stop by. I appreciate it. I do. And I hope you have a great day. I'll be back again, if not tomorrow, on Wednesday, definitely. So there we are. So as for a raid message, I don't know, but just say hi. And just hiya raiding with the critters. So you have a great day. Again, thank you for joining, and I'll see you later.